Welcome to the first episode of Gist Right. Today we are going to be talking about love. You know, every 14th of February, we have this amazing program with our dear man of God titled Love's Dimension. And in this program, our man of God teaches us about love, relationship, and marriage. So we are going to be discussing about what we learned on 2023's Love's Dimension. What is it, guys, that Pastor said that stood out for you? What was it that when Pastor said it, it hit you?
Yes.
You know that moment where you couldn't, your seat couldn't keep you. You had to stand up. So we are going to start from the gentleman here, sitting to my far right. So can you introduce yourself to us and then tell us about your relationship status?
All right. My name is Chobi.
Your relationship status.
My relationship status. Okay. Actually, my relationship status.
You're printing when
All right. Don't mind that, please. So my relationship status is actually
all this
Chobi, are you in a relationship or not?
yes or no?
You know,
Yes or no?
There are some points in your life you don't know whether you're in a relationship.
Is it complicated?
Use the word complicated. It can be complicated. So I think we should just keep that question for now.
Okay.
Okay, all right. I am Bamas Shafet, and in my head, I'm in a relationship. If I go to bank, I still rising. So I'm still in between being single. So I'm in a single relationship.
A honest man.
What happens if that lady sees this video?
To you, the lady out there, see this video.
Don't pick his call.
So I'm in a relationship.
Introduce yourself and tell us your status.
Okay, my name is Bola Jet.
I'm meant to know.
My relationship status. When you see my head.
This is the man of marriage.
You mean that this man is not just in a relationship, he has crossed.
Is it the transition phase?
For you to talk about IV, it means your IV is closed.
Okay.
The invitation is closed.
Then
So the next time we're having the
I'm
shows.
coming for you.
You should be coming to engagement.
For me, my name is Daniel Donatus, and
Your relationship
The host
status.
cannot lie.
It is your show. You
You
can't
see?
lie.
Okay, he said I'm in a relationship. Let's celebrate.
celebrate grace.
Even the mics can pick your thoughts.
Okay, so Sir Chobi, what was it that Pastor said in last year's Love's Dimension that stood out for you?
Okay. Actually, if you have been listening to Pastor for a while now, you find out that you cannot really say there's something that Pastor said that stood out for you. Why? Because Pastor can say 100 things that stood out for you.
Everything
Everything
stood out for you.
That's actually
So it's you can't. Okay, probably maybe 5 minutes or 15 minutes into the message, this is something I would like. Oh, this thing stood out for me. This is
it.
Then 30 minutes into the message, and I'm hearing another thing
This
that
one there.
I mean, this one is different from
But you have
this one is
forgotten the
bigger.
first one.
So you can really, so at the end of the day, you are listening to the message even after the service,
Yeah.
and you're like, so okay, which one stood out for me now?
They are all standing.
They're all standing.
they are all standing.
They're all standing. So you can't really pinpoint one. If you can really pinpoint one, it means probably during the service you heard one, then you left the service.
You were sleeping.
Or you were sleeping throughout the rest of
When
the
you
service.
woke up, the first thing you heard.
Actually,
So there are a lot of things that actually can stood out for you. There are a lot of things, and so you can just pick your own. So I'll be talking of few because we don't have the time on earth. Because if we have the time on earth, we can talk about all the whole service. Yes, everything that stood out for
Turn
us.
it
So
into series.
exactly.
So you guys play on this thing. I don't tell us the relationship.
No, maybe
Nice.
And another thing is that one thing with Love's Dimension is that there are two things involved. In Love's Dimension over the years is that you can come for Love's Dimension if you're in a relationship. Two things will happen to you. Instead of you are leaving that service to go and work on your relationship, or you are leaving that
or you are leaving the relationship. From the leaving the service, you are leaving the relationship.
You're leaving the service. You're leaving the service to scatter relationship. Leaving a relationship to enter service.
To enter
especially if you're in a relationship with a fellow sister in the church, beautiful sister. So after the love dimension, you both look at yourself like we know where
are we in a relationship?
Are we in a relationship?
I can relate with what you are saying.
Exactly.
There was this year when you and one damsel wear the same color of clothes. You came to the service together, but they did not live together.
I remember.
Okay.
Are you talking? Is that what you are referring to?
Actually, experience.
We call this show a gist show. It's not a review show. So please, can we not go there? All things are personal. You see, that's part of the love dimension. You can come, you came with.
You come as you are, but you don't go as you came.
It's not possible.
You came with fire.
It's like you're smiling, you left the service, or you're just frowning, you left the service.
Thinking about your life.
Because pastor, sometimes, some love dimension, you probably don't have the confidence to, you just put the relationship where it's supposed to be. Pastor can help you.
Yeah.
You understand? So like some love dimension, like last love dimension, the pastor will just say, don't marry a man that cannot lead. So, and you are sitting in front and you are close to your damsel, and your damsel is just looking at you, and you're looking at your damsel. So that kind of thing, you don't need to tell your damsel it's over. Pastor already helped you. That's just it. So probably, so there are a lot of things that's to that.
Okay, thank you, Sir Chobi, for that one. So, Sir Bamas, you have told us about your relationship status. You say you are in Singlish.
And you're new to this.
You are single, but you are in a relationship. I'm new to it.
This guy is not sincere. I mean, I fabricated that word.
And it's a compound word.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Touch on it.
Thank you.
So, what was it that stood out for you?
Last year, during Love's Dimension, a lot of things, like Sir Chobi said, stood out for me. The one that struck me the most, first of all, is the fact that Pastor said, he told the ladies that they cannot marry somebody that cannot lead. And he also told the ladies the damsels, that they must learn to be submissive. And now Pastor said,
they must learn to follow.
Yes, you understand? So, as a man, you should not just be able to lead, you should lead excellently. So, when a lady is submitting to you now, what you're supposed to do at that point is to be a father and teach her how to be the best. Do you understand? So now, she being the best is as a result of you being an excellent leader. So, I can't tell myself, as an unexcellent leader that I am,
first of all,
how can you even take somebody to where you have not been to?
Exactly.
You understand?
Yes,
So if you see a relationship where the relationship is messed up, let's be very honest, because the man first of all is not
actually.
So you mean that you take the lady to where you have been to?
Yes. In fact, it's a normal scenario. If you are at the top of a ladder and somebody is beneath you and you're trying to drag the person, you need to have the strength enough to even drag the person. I speak as a man.
a boss.
So that's what I'm saying.
A boss will tell you, go.
Yes.
A leader will say, let's go.
Let's go. He has been leading. This man, I told you guys. He has been leading.
Remember, Pastor told us that when God created Adam, right, and he wanted to create Eve, he took out of his rooms, right? So, Pastor now said, a lady is coming from you, so she should always be close. You should treat her like your daughter. Yes. So
you see, most of us, okay, just like the four of us are here. You see, we don't have the same experiences. Do you understand? Like where are you?
They have been broken.
Wait.
I told you guys what happened that day. You could think I was joking.
We all have different experiences, and to be sincere, you guys don't need to argue with this, right? I'm the least experienced person here. You can't argue with that.
So, do you know your experience?
Chobi went for an interview. He asked the interviewer whether he has working experience.
But I'm not, because just like what he said now, there are some things that you can't say except you have experienced it. You talk out of experience. You talk because it is a practical realization.
No. And a leader will tell you, let's go.
No, it's because you have practiced and experienced.
Exactly.
So you know.
I'm only picking out of pastors' words.
It's a lie.
Yes, exactly.
How comes that we are not picking? Most of the time, I will support some of us that, among us, like most of you lied. You know you lie.
Most of
About
you.
your status, you lie.
Who is most of you now?
Because some of us now.
No, Chavi, who
Wait.
is most of you?
No, we don't need to say anything. The cameras and the microphone can know these things. Most of you lied. But people like us will say it.
Yeah, don't catch it. You don't catch it.
You can see. Can you see, guys? Can you see?
Okay.
So you see. So what I was trying to say is that just like what you said now, in some ladies, right? You people are already dating. You're already in a relationship. In fact, you're married. But to you, you are single.
Define reminds me of what Pastor said.
Define marriage.
It reminds me of what Pastor said. He
According
said,
to Pastor, define marriage.
According to Pastor,
You can't
define
just.
marriage. Now, she not person in a relationship go define marriage.
You know, and
Pastor said you are married only when you have fulfilled the rights.
Yes.
So you have not fulfilled the rights. You are only an arm robber. You are eating our food. You are baby. You have not fulfilled the rights.
you are taking stolen waters.
Kai.
And the Bible says it's sweet.
Like,
So you can't say some of you are married.
All these people are saying now, you see, I'm just
but
confounded.
you are
I don't
the
understand.
You are the founded. You were dumb and founded. We found it. Pastor said something. Pastor said, marriage is powerful.
Yes.
And he said, do not be unequally yoked. You understand? So
Yeah,
marriage
the
is
guy must be born again. The lady must be born again
exactly.
too. Yeah.
So first of all, you can the question I've been asking myself, what if this lady is not born again, but she has the ability to listen? I'm just throwing a question. She has the ability to listen, wants to learn, and wants to follow. Do you understand? And she's submissive, but she's not born again.
No, you see, that's if the lady is not born again, there is no way she will follow. That's the truth. And Pastor said it because on the criteria for marriage,
that's the first one.
the first point he
Yes.
said,
She must be.
No, I'm speaking because I have a neighbor. I live in Abuja. I have Muslims, both Muslims. And if you see the way this woman treats her husband, the man does not need to talk twice. And he's not forcing her. Maybe let's say, there's a way you beat your wife in private, and if you come public, you just give her bad eye. No, they are friends, and she listens to him. So I'm saying, in a case where you have this kind of woman as a Christian brother, what are the steps? What do you need to do? Because at that point, it's quite.
I think this question
I think
this question is for the experience.
So these are the things that
for the experience.
now this is why I feel. That's why I feel like love dimension. I feel like love dimension. This is the reason why love dimension is very important.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Before you even talk about the lady following and all of that, you shouldn't even be attracted to a lady that is not born again.
Bam.
In the first place, you shouldn't even look at her side. Even if you're liking a lady that is not born again, your first purpose should be winning her to Christ before winning her to yourself.
Sir, you said we should not look at.
wonder.
Sir, you said we should not look at her side. But you not say we should not look at.
These guys.
What are you saying?
No, sir. The truth of the matter is, you need to marry somebody you are physically attracted to. I cannot marry a choma that cannot choma, and I live a sefiatu that cannot aviatu. So, but that's on the lighter note. The truth of the matter is,
right? No matter how she looks outside, right? No matter how she looks outside, she might look very nice and
okay, that's very
she looks humble. But what you should look at is the content of it, right? You don't know what the man is facing inside the bedroom. She might be all smiling outside, and you as a neighbor is seeing, Pampa is the husband and all of that. But inside, maybe she's sitting on the bank.
Maybe inside she's wearing jeans.
She have declared droughts.
every Sunday is
but like
every day is right.
It's like you see the issue of this hat. If you're introducing, for example, if I get my introducing, I'm not introducing it to a hat. You say, hello, look at the hat of my wife.
Sabamas. So over to you, Sabola. What was it that Pastor said that actually stood out for you?
Okay. First of all, say thank you for having me on set. And you can't be in church, Zion City, not just Love's Dimension. You can't come to church and your head will not be full. You can't come to church for just the first time and your jota won't be full. So for Love's Dimension last year, I learned a lot of things stood out for me. Is it from talking about having a vision and following your vision. Don't just have a vision and then leave it, right? You must be chasing after your vision, right? And then let it be obvious that you are following after your vision, and then know the consecrations that are attached to that your vision, right? So, but aside from that, that's one. Aside from that, you can be born again, you can have a vision, you can be chasing after your vision. But Pastor said something very important that hits me. He said, Pastor said, you cannot, if hunger, right, have conquered you, don't look for a wife. So you can be anointed and broke. You can have a vision and broke. The lady won't come to your house and she's taking Gary.
Not in this generation.
I feel bad.
So no matter how smart you are, no matter how intelligent you are, no matter how handsome you are, if you don't have a fat pocket, forget about it.
It's just like they say, no be who read pass, now who pass read. So whether you have money.
Wait, come again.
What are you saying?
Let me explain. He said, if you read and you fail, you go explain tire. But if you pass, even if you don't read, then I say, I read 6 hours.
There's evidence.
But the lecturer will not bring the question from where I
It's the
read.
same thing, my brother. If you poor, you go explain, give her tire.
Just like this
Chasing after vision.
just like this popular video that went viral. That where the man say, what is a poor man doing around love?
That's how it
He
is.
said, my friend, go and look for money.
But you know poor people have vision.
But
It's a
wait,
It's a
do you
poor
realize that it's poor people that like love?
It's true.
People that don't have money, they are always around.
It's
love.
true.
Because something must compensate for what they don't have.
Exactly. It's like you have been here before you got to.
It's true because he say, so you don't love me for who I am. Who are you? Who are you? Why? I don't like who you are. Pastor said,
Do you
like who you are?
You like yourself like this.
If you were you, will you marry
Will you
him?
marry him?
And
Pastor said something. Pastor said, like, specifically for the guys, he said, you cannot take somebody to where you have not been to. See, like, relationship itself, marriage itself is something that entails preparation. You cannot just, you yourself, you don't even have direction.
True.
You don't even have direction yet. I am taking somebody, you are just leading the person. What are you leading?
She's the one sponsoring you.
Exactly, just like yes. Pastor said it.
Funny enough, people do it.
Yes,
People do it.
a lot. Just say, oh, babe,
you move in with her. I don't understand how you move in with a lady and you are staying.
How about
you are staying in the lady's house.
Right?
When you stay in the lady's house, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, you even get to the lady, you start using her towel. How many is the lady's towel? Is your name Chiamaka?
I think
you understand.
those kind of category of people should come for love's dimension.
Yes, you see, that's why it's very important for people to come for love's dimension. There are a lot of things that, the funny thing is that during love's dimension, pastor comes down to
Everybody.
everybody.
It touches everybody. You cannot say, if you like be a pope or a bishop, you must be touched.
Yes,
True.
and Pastor said something. I don't think, okay, but we are making reference to last love dimension. I think the one of 2022 edition. Pastor said something. He said, where there is a vision, he said, God provides. So I rephrased it. I said, well, I was telling my friend, I said, where there's a vision, there's provision. Now, if you don't have a vision and you're not running towards these things, and God says He's going to bless the works of your hands, you need to have a work. Do you understand? So you can't say you have a vision. Pastor said, do not mistake vision with ambition.
Yeah.
You understand? So you can't have a vision and you're not doing something to attain those goals. Now, we might be saying that if you don't have money, don't. But as a lady, the ladies out there now, they've put themselves out that if the guy cannot take care of me, I cannot, and it's wrong.
No, but Pastor actually addressed this.
Yeah,
He balanced it. Yes,
woman.
he actually said that there is no way a man will have this criteria
Yes.
and will not have money.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's true.
So if it's in other words, it means that if you see a man that really don't have money, it means he doesn't have this criteria.
Yes.
He's lacking one or two or all of these things.
Because the state we are in now, right, the men are very lazy. It is the women that do most of the work.
Yes.
go out, get money to come and feed the man. And they
and you pretend that kind of person you love her.
and you tell her you are the neighbor.
What's your proof? What's the proof of love?
A leader of mine in church, my selling now, he said, if it gets to a level where you tell a woman, I am the man of the house, you are not the man of the house.
Exactly.
Do you know what
You don't
it
need to
means
announce
to be a man? I mean, Pastor explained what being a man is. How that
Yes.
you must be ready to die for
After
her.
I listen to that message, my name is Jave. You can come in. Veronica. Not a man yet.
Brother Vero.
Pastor said you should take the bullet for her. You know, some men will say, but she has eternal life. Pastor said use your eternal life.
But you know that's why who you marry is very, very important.
Very important.
Because if you do the mistake, my sister used to say something. She said, marry a man, especially to the ladies, that it can be easy for you to follow.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Because following for a woman and submission is a command.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes,
It's
it's
a command.
about-
So
yes.
whether the man is actually leading or not, you are
You have
following.
to follow him.
Yeah.
Because that's what you signed up
Yes,
for.
yes. That's the wrong
Even
direction.
if you
Yes,
stay-
that's what you
stay
signed
there,
up for.
You have to stay there.
Exactly. That's why, as even ladies, oh God, let me give you people my own experience. That's what we're waiting for.
Experience size us.
Guys, that's what we're waiting for. That's Claudia, I know that you'll be against it. That's what we're waiting for. Now you can say the funny thing is, in that love dimension, you know, I've been through a lot in the hands of this.
That's the problem. That's the problem. I think this year, pastor should bring experience into love dimension, so that everybody can say. I mean,
Pastor should
you
give
need to
the
learn
opportunity
opportunity
to
to
share
share experience. But you will not be
So
alone.
you will know that
You will do your own video separate.
You know, the way Pastor started that message, he started with 1 Corinthians when he started talking about what Paul was saying in 1 Corinthians 7 about marriage. Pastor was saying that during their days, like marrying is like a form of inferiority.
Yes.
You know, unlike what we are seeing today
it's
now.
not an achievement.
Where-
Yes, that's what Pastor says. It's not a promotion. Marriage is not a promotion.
Marriage is not a promotion. Pastor said it. So, but today, you see that if a
Everybody
lady
wants
is approaching 25, 26,
She wants to wave the ring.
27, funny enough, okay, look at what's happening in the internet today. Look at some of these guys that are so-called content creators that go to interview people. You see somebody just married like yesterday.
Just months.
Pastor told us a story, funny enough, of somebody that married and in days they were going for a divorce.
Now that's what Pastor said in last year's dimension. He said marriage can kill.
Yes.
Yes. He said it can end your destiny, it can end your vision, even that vision
your
that
life.
you have, it can even end your life.
Yes.
Pastor said marriage has ended a lot of people's life. And then I think there's one aspect of marriage, relationship, and love thereabouts that Pastor actually made mention of, which was very, very profound and important. He said most people today get married because of loneliness.
It's not a cure.
Marriage is not a
It's
cure
for loneliness.
It's not a cure for loneliness. So that's what happened in the world today, whereby you just find somebody, it's because I've been single, because of my last relationship, and I've been single for 2 years, and now my best friend is getting married, and I think I'm tired, at least I need a man
for
now.
five
As in, so they just say, okay, relationship now and marriage now is because I'm lonely, so I need a cure for it, and the only cure for it is marriage, and you end up ending your life. So what Pastor used, the Pastor gave us two cures to loneliness. He said your vision and the fulfillment of purpose.
Yes.
So I think that's what the word means.
And that means marriage in itself is not an end.
Yes.
It's not an end. Because for a lady, like Pastor used to say, you see, you went to school, you just graduated from the university.
That's the next thing.
first
I want to settle down.
is marriage. And then
man
for
was
most
settled.
of them, that's the end of their life. The funny thing is that's the end.
Remember
They get
when-
married, they give birth to children, and that's all.
Remember what Pastor said? Pastor said most of the great men in the Bible were never married.
Yes. That's why, I was telling somebody that was
number
like,
one was Jesus, right?
Mm.
And why Jesus was on earth, he said, of all men born of women, there is none greater than John the Baptist.
And
Even
John
though the guy
not-
was just 33, about 30 years plus. Right? So even Abraham, Solomon, all of them, they were not as great, and this guy was not married.
I'm beginning
So
to
now,
think.
No wonder
That's
Paul
what I'm
said,
beginning to
if you are single,
it's
He
profitable.
said, don't say you should.
he said you should not even consider it.
That's why Pastor said, he said your singleness, your singlehood or your singleness that you are now is a gift from God.
Yeah.
Because now you have the freedom to plan your life. to put a lot of things in place. When you get married,
If you continue like this, we are not going to live here. Because I know each and every one of you have a lot you see.
I have like
a lot.
4 bulletins.
a lot actually.
Serious.
A lot. And that's because we have actually learned a lot
So much.
over the years.
So much.
And first of all, I want to use this very rare privilege to thank our dear man of God. You people that are watching will actually notice that we have been saying Pastor said, Pastor
Yes,
said,
sir.
Pastor said this. All what we are saying are what we've learned listening to our dear man of God. And we thank God that we were not married before we met him.
I was like,
If not,
Imagine you were married.
no, I would have been
Pastor,
married.
You would have remarried, yes.
I'm gonna say love clear for my head.
Mine say you marry on Monday, Tuesday, call love dimension.
Go rewind. Travel back in time.
Okay, so thank you very much for watching. And I'm gonna, encourage you to stay tuned to whatever platform you are watching this from. We are going to have this program again on the 14th of February 2024. And believe me, it's going to be mind-blowing. So stick to this particular whatever it is you are watching from WhatsApp,
Channel.
TikTok, YouTube,
Description, X.
whatever it is that you are watching from. Please stay tuned. You are going to get more information concerning this year's Love's Dimension.
Love's Dimension
Thank you very
2024.
much. And lastly, I still want to say thank you very much, Pastor, for this privilege. We don't
love you,
count
sir.
it.
We love you,
We
sir.
don't. We are not taking it for granted. So, what are you going to say to Pastor?
We love you, sir.
We love you, sir.
From Zion City, I say, Pastor say. Pastor say.
We are from Zion City.
We are from Zion
Zion City. We say thank you for this privilege.